run some errands. Please tidy up this place.
No!
Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad. In the month of June, visit a Benny's near you and get 19 to 25% off selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie power tools, Charbroil barbecue grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, 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 oh.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Making the headlines for tonight's newscast, former Ambassador Alexis Rosado arraigned in court on rape charges. SIF signs MOU with the Ministry of Agriculture, and hail rains down in Kamalote Village. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
Is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Benny's is kicking off Father's
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, This new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Good evening and welcome to Plus News for Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. I am Julian Cruz. Former ambassador to the European Union and to Nicaragua, Alexis Rosado, was arraigned in Belmopan's High Court earlier today. Back in 2022, the DPP brought numerous charges against Rosado as he was accused of child abuse after a woman claimed that Rosado was sexually abusing her since she was 13 years old, up to the age of 27. Rosado, who was represented by Dickie Bradley, was arraigned this morning before Justice Dixon, where Rosado pleaded not guilty to the charges of aggravated assault, sexual assault, and rape. After this morning's hearing, we spoke with Rosado's attorney.
The procedure is when a person is charged for a serious offense, it ends up in what is now called the High Court. The word high always distract me, but it's the High Court now, it's not the Supreme Court. So this matter has now come to the High Court, and the ambassador has been basically arraigned in the High Court of the country on the allegations that have been made against him.
Okay. So this was just a regular arraignment?
It's just a regular arraignment, nothing special, nothing out of ordinary in the matter. Following an arraignment, procedurally, the two sides, the defense and the prosecution, would ensure that what is referred to in the lower courts as a disclosure, up here we talk about a deposition, that we are all on the same page in terms of what is the deposition, which includes statements, exhibits, medical reports, expert reports, whatever it is. So that was something that came up today as well. And so our side and the prosecution will sort that out between ourselves. So when we return back to court, we have a deposition that is, in fact, the same thing for all sides.
Rosado was offered bail in the sum of $8,000 plus two sureties of the same amount. He is set to return to court later this month on the 24th of June, 2025. Today, the Belize Social Investment Fund, BSIF, and the Ministry of Agriculture and the Sugar Industry Control Board, the SICB, signed an agreement that will bring $2 million in support for sugarcane farmers in northern Belize. The funding provided through the World Bank's Climate Resilient and Sustainable Agriculture Program, CRISAP, or project rather, will go to the Sugar Industry Research and Development Institute to help farmers become more productive and better prepared for climate-related challenges. This support will help in several key areas such as fighting fusarium wilt, a disease hurting sugarcane crops, using natural pest control methods, and introducing climate-smart farming practices for long-term sustainability. Marcos Osorio, the chairman of the Sugar Industry Control Board, says that this initiative is part of a wider effort to strengthen agriculture in Belize and ensure farmers can better respond to future emergencies.
The agreement today with, between the Sugar Industry Control Board and Belize Social Investment Fund through the CRESAP project, which is a World Bank funding project, came about as a result of the that we had identified certain needs in the industry to strengthen our capacities to manage pests, and especially the new pests that we are experiencing, which started as of August last year. In view of that, and having no knowledge of the fusarium disease, we have been doing research, learning from experiences in other countries, and as a result of that, after understanding all that it takes to manage this disease, so we started seeking funding from other agencies, and the good relationship with the government and the Ministry of Agriculture brought us to this point, along with Safe, who is the fund manager. The project itself will strengthen our industry's capacity through CIRDI for managing pests, for setting up a surveillance, an industry-wide surveillance, pest surveillance system that will be managed through one unit, and all interventions in terms of control, which would be guided by data collection, guided by the surveillance system, where interventions and which type of interventions need to take place. And that unit will also be responsible in coordinating all the logistics and having the material at hand, having the equipment to provide the services, and executing the control measures. What is most important is that as we advance in a very troubling time having to do with climate change, and every time new challenges arriving, what is important in terms of the management of this disease is that the management or control of this disease is done through biological control agents. It is not centered around chemical pesticides for control of it. Yes, there is a need to do one intervention with a fungicide, but thereafter the control is strictly biological. What is also important to mention here is that there is no shortcut in terms of managing the fusarium disease. It calls for one application of fungicide followed by 3 applications of biologicals. The biologicals are organisms harvested from the soil because they are naturally on the soil, but because of our management practices over the years, we have depleted the microorganisms populations in soil, also because we have depleted all our organic matter in soil. So as a result of that, then we are now experiencing new diseases and so on. So what also another important element is that because of our low organic matter content in soil, is that we also, along with this package of control, we also need to be adding rooting biostimulants and also bringing back some organic matter to the soil, which is through the humic and fulvic acids, which are extracts of organic matter. Fusarium disease is not a disease that you can eradicate, but we can manage it and keep the soil infections at a level that it can still allow us to continue producing sugarcane. So it is a serious disease, and I can say and compare it to what we experienced with the COVID disease some years ago. Another major component is biosecurity, so we will be moving towards establishing sanitation or disinfection of harvesting equipment, land preparation equipment, worker tools. Every time they go to a cane field to do any activity, they will have to disinfect. When they come out, they have to disinfect. So it's a new thing. I think we did it and we learned from the COVID experience. And it is something similar we will have to do in sugarcane, where we have to disinfect our rubber boots, our machetes, all the cane transport equipment. So it's a new era in the sugar industry in terms of managing sugarcane, but I believe we can do it. Once all efforts and all hands are joined, I believe we would be able to move ahead and continue producing sugarcane.
A San Pedro resident who fatally shot a police officer during a night of social drinking has pleaded guilty to manslaughter and is now awaiting sentencing. 32-year-old Josue Danilo Villatoro Amador entered into a plea bargain with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions in connection with the death of Police Corporal Alfonso Guy, who was killed inside his San Pedro home on January 11, 2019. The incident occurred after the two men had been drinking at a local bar. Reports are that the pair, who appeared visibly intoxicated, left the establishment and went to Corporal Guy's home. At one point during their time together, Guy reportedly handed Amador his police-issued firearm for safekeeping while he went to use the bathroom. When he returned, Amador gave the weapon back to him. Guy then removed the magazine from the firearm and handed it back to Amador. According to the agreed facts of the case, Amador began handling the firearm and accidentally discharged a single round which struck Corporal Guy in the upper torso. The officer died on the spot. Responding officers found him lying on the floor of his home. Amador had fled the scene but was later found driving a golf cart on the island. He cooperated with investigators and gave a caution statement. Amador was indicted for murder on June 1, 2020 and remained on remand at the Belize Central Prison for nearly 5 years before being granted bail in late 2023. On May 22, 2025, he formally entered a guilty plea to manslaughter as part of a plea deal negotiated by his attorney, Ronel Gonzalez, and the Crown. The plea was accepted by Justice Candace Nanton. However, Amador missed his scheduled court appearance on May 29, 2025 following the plea agreement, leading Justice Nanton to issue a bench warrant for his arrest. He turned himself in the next day and was remanded to prison where he remains. Justice Nanton has ordered several reports and the agreed facts of the case to be submitted by June 20, 2025 before she determines Amador's final sentence. As part of the plea deal, the prosecution recommended a starting sentence of 15 years for manslaughter with 1/3 reduction for the guilty plea, additional deductions for mitigating factors, and credit for time already spent on remand. Amador is expected to return to court for sentencing in July of 2025. A Kikaker construction worker fined for drug trafficking offense. More on that story right after this break.
Looking to build or renovate? Find the inspiration you need in our showroom. First stop, the kitchen. Explore big-name appliances, all built to make life easier. From there, let the lights guide you. But what about the finer details? We've got you covered. And to bring it all together, we've got tiles for every surface.
All available online.
Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
This Saturday, get ready to fire it up down south. 6 grill warriors, 4 weekends, 1 national grill master. The heat is on as top contenders battle it out for $2,000 cash prize. Contestants will be judged on juiciness, presentation, and pure grilling power. But watch out, contestants can be voted off by their own rivals. Join us for food, fire, and fierce competition in Placencia, May 24th, 31st, and the grand finale, June 7th at Doyle Smoke Yard and Catering. Call 620-7147 or 600-2762 for more information. Grill Master Competition, who will reign supreme at the flames? Proudly sponsored by Grill Master, Beef Masters, Rustino's Imports, and PlusTV. Other sponsors include Tri Fitness Club, Alan Paradise Hotel.
How is electricity sourced, transmitted, and distributed? We'll explain how we get power to you safely for your everyday use. BEL purchases most of the power you use from independent power producers in Belize and Mexico. The energy we provide to customers comes from a mix of renewable and non-renewable sources such as hydro, biomass, fossil fuel, solar, and a combination of sources from CFE. More than half of the energy produced in Belize is from renewable sources, making Belize #1 in the Caribbean and #2 in all of North and Central America. So how does this power get to your home? High voltage electricity moves for long distances from where it is generated along transmission lines that deliver to substations countrywide where the voltage is reduced. The lower voltage electricity is then transported by power lines to transformers on your neighborhood's utility poles. The transformer further reduces the voltage so that electricity can make its way into your homes through your meters. How are electricity rates determined? The Public Utilities Commission, PUC, sets electricity rates on a cost recovery basis. BEL projects the amount of electricity customers will need and the cost of buying and distributing it. Together, BEL and PUC use these projections to do a full tariff review every 4 years and annual reviews. The public is informed of these proceedings, so they have a say. The rates approved by PUC reflects the total cost of BEL to serve customers divided by the entire amount of electricity used by customers. If projections are too high and result in overcollection, rates are reduced going forward. When projections are too low and result in undercollection, rates are increased in future tariff review periods to recover losses. If we buy power from producers that cost less, we can charge less. This is why we are focused on securing new, cheaper sources of energy like solar power. What other solutions do we plan to introduce soon? AMI or smart meters. These provide real-time information on consumption and empowers customers to manage their bills. Solar energy. We are looking forward to adding solar generation to our mix and offer rooftop solar PV to reduce costs and improve reliability. Electric ground transportation. We aim to convert 50% of ground transportation in Belize to electric. By learning how to read your meter, you will better understand how you consume energy and how your monthly bill is determined. Manage your energy use by conserving wherever possible. We continue to serve our customers by keeping you updated and making it easy to reach us anytime from anywhere, whether it's getting information about our programs, connecting new service, providing options to pay your electricity bill, or reporting a hazard. We are always here for you.
Pues me siento muy contento. Ojalá y pues otras familias también puedan tener lo que me están dando a mí y espero que todo siga bien, porque va bien todo.
The emotion of the families countrywide is tremendous. I think I'm more emotional than them because helping the people in my constituency, I feel blessing.
Joy, okay? I cry joy. Everybody could tell you I fight hard. I don't think, Mom, my very life is very hard. I pay $5.95 a month with my bills. Barely make it with my salary, with my bills, them. I make it. And I cry every day, every time. I said, when will I get my dream come true?
Today is about Emilia. Emilia has been a single mother. She has struggled all her life. She had a really, really hard time. And in many instances, there was no one for her. And so when we were trying to find who are the best people who could try to assist, Emilia's name came up and Emilia said, "Not yes."
Primeramente, gracias a Dios y a las personas que estuvieron ahí para este apoyo. Felicidad de saber que pues ya tengo un hogar, tengo una casa para mí, para mi hija, soy madre soltera. Esta es una hermosa bendición de Dios.
Pues me siento contenta, estoy muy orgullosa y siempre había conversado con mis hijas que algún día vamos a luchar para una casa y pues gracias a Dios tuve esa oportunidad y Dios también gracias a Él que me concedió y me escuchó y pues no pensé tenerlo, pero gracias a Dios ya lo tengo.
I don't think words can express, the sense of satisfaction that you feel. One of the greatest sense of satisfaction that you can get, certainly myself as Prime Minister, and in particularly as the representative for Orange Walk Central, is that when you do something that's lasting.
From power tools to plumbing supplies, paints to light fixtures, at Benny's Kayo, we've got it all. Our extensive range of construction and household products ensures that you'll find exactly what you need, whether you're a seasoned contractor or a weekend do-it-yourselfer. Visit us at Mile 43 George Price Highway, Cotton Tree Village, just outside Belmopan, and discover the convenience, quality, and affordability that set us apart. Your next project starts here. Benny's, quality and savings.
A 24-year-old construction worker from Keycocker, Justin Gentle, is now facing a financial penalty after pleading guilty to possession of a controlled drug with intent to supply. Gentle appeared unrepresented before Chief Magistrate Deborah Rogers this morning in Belize City Magistrates Court, where he admitted to having 59 grams of marijuana packaged in a way that suggested it was intended for distribution. He was also reportedly carrying cash believed to be proceeds from drug sales. According to police, Gentle was busted on Tuesday, June 2nd, while trying to evade officers in Belize City. He was found with a parcel containing the marijuana and taken into custody. Chief Magistrate Rogers explained that the charge was in intent to supply rather than simple possession due to the quantity of unpackaging of the drugs along with the cash found on him. Gentle, who picked up his first drug-related conviction, was fined $800 plus a $5 court cost, bringing the total to $805. He was given until September 30, 2025 to pay the fine or face 3 months in prison if he fails to do so. Following recent allegations made by Abner Murillo, owner of Lock and Loaded, the Firearms and Ammunition Control Board, FACB, has released a statement addressing said allegations. According to Murillo, the current firearm licensing process is overly complicated, penalizes legitimate applicants, and lacks clear communication while criminal elements exploit illegal firearm access. The FACB has refuted claims that 2 forms of identification are required, confirming only one government-issued ID is necessary. The FACB also addressed challenges faced by rural applicants, confirming that they are working on improvements. They highlighted ongoing reforms aimed at reducing administrative vulnerabilities, improving diligence, and aligning Belize with international security standards such as firearms registry, safety training, and compliance audits supported by international partners such as the UN and OAS. The board also confirms Murillo has filed legal action against FACB but refuses to comment further as the case is before the court. The Department of Environment, DOE, under the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Climate Change, and Solid Waste Management, hosted a stakeholder meeting to revise Belize's national wastewater policy, bringing together government agencies, private sector leaders, academia, and civil society to strengthen wastewater management. Despite the process, Belize has made poor wastewater treatment threatens. Despite the progress Belize has made, poor wastewater treatment threatens public health and ecosystems, contaminating groundwater, rivers, and coastal areas. As the pollution of Belize grows, the demand for clean water and the higher risk of untreated water being released into the environment will be greater. The updated policy is set to address these industrial and agricultural wastewater, incorporate climate adaptation measures, and align with international standards. The DOE has emphasized an inclusive approach to ensure effective and sustainable wastewater management, protecting drinking water sources, and preventing waterborne diseases. Hail rains down in the village of Kamalote. We'll share more on that when Plus News returns.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Last week was the beginning and now we're there now. Everybody prepare. Don't forget a half of 3 o'clock. You want to get one pasta? Enjoy it.
Oh, the music was good, the people were friendly, and it's in a beautiful spot at Doyle's facility, and it's just spectacular. But the food is absolutely awesome and highly recommended for all.
I don't have a beef with them for taking my chicharrones.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards. You'll actually want extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because at Smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards made just for you. Smart Gains, Smart Savings, Smart You. Smart, bringing people together.
Give me the real milk, the #1 milk, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can whip its cream, for Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk, all over Cayo and in San Pedro. Dano milk, then love Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in Fiji, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
This Saturday, get ready to fire it up down south. 6 grill warriors, 4 weekends, 1 national grill master. The heat is on as top contenders battle it out for $2,000 cash prize. Contestants will be judged on juiciness, presentation, and pure grilling power. But watch out, contestants can be voted off by their own rivals. Join us for Food, Fire, and Tears competition in Placencia, May 24th, 31st, and the grand finale, June 7th at Doyle Smoke Yard and Catering. Call 620-7147 or 627-62 for more information. Grill Master competition, who will reign supreme at the flames? Proudly sponsored by Grill Master, Beef Masters, Rustino's Imports, and PlusTV. Other sponsors include Tri Fitness Club, Alan Paradise Hotel.
This afternoon, a rare and unexpected weather event unfolded in Kamalote village in the Kyle district. Following days of extreme heat and dry conditions, rainfall finally returned to parts of the country. However, in Kamalote, the rain brought with it something far less typical: hail. While many residents in Belopan welcomed the long-awaited rainfall, those in Kamalote were stunned when small pieces of ice began falling from the sky. Eyewitnesses report that the hail struck rooftops and vehicles, leaving minor dents on several car hoods. The hail was also accompanied by strong winds, which reportedly brought down an almond tree and destroyed a wooden house. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. This unusual weather event comes just 3 days into the Atlantic hurricane season and follows an intense heat wave that pushed temperatures above 100 degrees in several areas of the country. As of news time, the National Met Service has not yet issued an official report on the incident. But we were thankful for that rainfall. It did cool things down and it made it easier for us to cope, thankfully. That brings us to the end of our newscast. We want to say thank you for tuning into Plus News, and be sure to join us right back here again tomorrow night when we bring you all the latest happenings from around the country. Until then, God bless you. Take care. We'll see you next time.